say, Don?
We talking or we racing?
Just don't cheat this time.
Gotta let that go.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Diablo 4. The race has hit the halfway point. Now yesterday I was on minute 1, got to level 25 and then logged off. I made the decision I'm not going to race for D4. I'm playing too many other games, and actually this is a game I'm going to play with the wife. So I got to level 25 yesterday on my Druid Wolf Pack build, and I'm going to be streaming tonight with her. That being said, we're going to check in on the race and see how everybody is doing. This is 2 hours old, so just know that this article, as far as where people are at, it could change any minute. Keep that in mind. 2 Diablo 4 classes are dominating the level 100 race as it hits the halfway mark, but the hardcore race is a very different front runner. The Diablo 4 race to level 100 has reached its numerical halfway point, and 2 classes have emerged as the series frontrunners. After the Diablo 4 early access launch last night, players are racing to hit level 100 cap, with the first 1,000 to hit the cap will be immortalized on a huge Lilith statue. As the first players begin to pass the level 50 mark, however, it's become clear that the choice of class might be a major factor in players' eventual success. Ooh, for softcore. Okay, we're talking softcore, and then we'll move on to hardcore. The top 10, as outlined by Diablo Builds on Twitch, is currently dominated by 2 classes. 4 of the top 10 are barbarians, including spots 4, 6, and 7, as well as overall leader, who's sitting at 75% of the way there, 57% at time of writing. Close behind is a rogue, who's sitting in 2nd place, as well as 8th and 10th. The necromancer, druid, and sorcerer have 1 player each in the top 10, with necro furthest ahead in 3rd place. So hey, 3rd place, necro is hanging out there. The top 3, barb, rogue, necro, with the most spots being from barbarians. Really, really interesting. Now, as we move down to hardcore, though, it is a little bit of a different story. Actually, it says that right here. It's a slightly different story when it comes to hardcore. However, the necromancer is nowhere to be seen. Ooh, what happened, necros? While the barbarian, rogue, and druid all have 2 representatives in the top 10, sorcerer seems to be the best class of choice at the moment, with 4 players towards the top end of the table. But it's interesting note that the rogue player, acclaimed streamer Diablo, is way ahead of the competition. While the rest of the hardcore top 10 is currently either level 50 or 51, Diablo is already halfway to level 56, even putting them ahead of most of the soft core players. So he is currently, as hardcore, normally you got to play a little, you got to be a little careful as a hardcore player, is putting to shame even the soft core players. That is extremely impressive. And I find it mildly hilarious that necromancer is nowhere to be seen. Ugh. Skill is a factor, especially in the brutal hardcore mode, but it's worth pointing out that so is playtime. Even the denizens of hell have to sleep sometimes, probably. So the leaderboard stands to change as different players take breaks. It's also noteworthy that the rogue, sorcerer, and barbarian were all nerfed in the Diablo 4 patch 1.02 hotfix that dropped this morning. They're already nerfing, they're trying to balance it already, which is good. Those tweaks were pretty small, but could definitely affect the race as it nears its conclusion. And remember, level 50 is just the numerical halfway point. Higher levels require much more XP to clear, and current leaders could be slowed down later on. Now, that's what's so interesting about a race like this is, yeah, I made it to 50 before anybody, but maybe your build sucks 80 plus. And maybe the rogues and the sources and the necros of the world are going to blast past you as you hit a wall. At some point, that will likely happen, but it is yet to be seen. For softcore, barbarian is crushing, and for hardcore, it is sorcerer. That's the video. We will check in to see who is the winner of the race. I am having fun playing as a casual in D4. And again, I'll be streaming with the wife tonight, which should be pretty interesting. So far, so good on D4. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.